right, and welcome once again. All Takes Valid, episode 33. As always, I go by Trill Trayy, joined once again with SB21 or Spence and Vick. So, Vic, why don't you go ahead and give him a rundown for today's episode?
All right, so for today's episode, we have the first one we'll be going over is the Deshaun Watson, our rankings of Deshaun Watson. We'll go by with top five. Then we'll follow that off with what's been going on with the NBA, our thoughts so far through I think it's about a month now of NBA season, and and then we'll finish off with Matthew Stafford. We'll talk about where we think he will be going to, and why. So, with that being said, I'll go ahead and start off with Deshaun Watson. So, Joe Trey, what's your analysis of your rankings of Deshaun Watson?
Deshaun Watson is, to me, he's top five quarterback in the league, no lower than six. You might can make an argument that I guess you could put five quarterbacks above him, but I think he's easily top five off the top of my head. If I had,
So, so do you think we should probably do more so top 10 than top five to, I guess, revise the question
well,
just
no,
in case?
it's just more so how the question I seen it kind of stated. It was just like Deshaun Watson is a top blank quarterback in the league. And more or less, that's for you to decipher. Where do you feel he ranks among quarterbacks? To me, he's easily top five. You can argue that he would fall at six, but I can't think of five quarterbacks who I would take over Deshaun Watson. So
Okay.
obviously, Mahomes, you probably most people would put him one. Um, two, we're just going, I guess, based off the current right now this year,
Mhm.
leading into the future. Uh, Aaron Rodgers would probably be two on most people's list. Maybe someone's list they'll have him at three. Um, so I got Mahomes, I got Rodgers,
Mhm.
Russell Wilson somewhere in that conversation, whether you want to put him at three or four.
Mhm.
Um, I'm trying to think who I'm taking over him really, because honestly, I might put him at four right now. I know I said five or six, but like just thinking about it, because you can say Josh Allen had a good season, but
Mhm.
do I think he's better than Sean Watson? No, I don't.
Mhm.
You got guys like Kyler Murray. No, he's not better than Sean Watson. Breeze obviously is gonna more or less be retiring, and even this year or the past couple years, I can't say that he's better than Deshaun Watson. Tom Brady probably is in the top five as of right now, but like going forward and everything, do I think that he is a better quarterback than Deshaun Watson at this point in his career? No, he's not. So I might really put him at four. If I really had to break it down, I think I got Deshaun Watson sitting at four. I can't really think of Lamar would be in my top five too, I believe, but I'm taking Watson over Lamar Jackson too. Just strictly, he's a better passer than Lamar Jackson is. Lamar's dynamic with his legs and everything. Watson can do the same thing though. He to me is like that happy medium of Patrick Mahomes and Lamar Jackson. You get Deshaun Watson. That's like that happy medium to me. But if I had to do a top five right now, as we're speaking, I think I would say be Patrick Mahomes, Aaron Rodgers, Russell Wilson, Deshaun Watson, and the fifth can switch up. Like I said, right now, for like this current season, you probably maybe you put Brady at 5. I'm not mad if you wanted to put Lamar at 5. You can make an argument for Josh Allen being at 5. Like that one can fluctuate, but Deshaun Watson, for my take, he's a top 4 quarterback in the league. I can't think of, like I said, any other people that you can really put ahead of him. But that's me. So, Spence.
Well, let's pop quiz. Hey, Bucks fans, who's this? Answer those in the comments. Anyways, the reason I have him, well, I
Oh,
mean,
I get it
see,
now. I was
aha,
wondering why you had this guy there. I didn't understand that.
yeah,
I didn't understand. That
ah.
was very random to me.
Yes, it is very random if I have Josh Freeman on my thing. No, because he is top 5 to me. I'm just going by of this season, not of all time, because of all collectively, I will probably have him top 4, scratching that top 3. But just for this season, he's top 5. I mean, the stuff that he able to do, the way he able to make plays continue where it should not, is very incredible. Especially that Bills one.
About a playoff game last year.
Yeah. Every time I look at that hit, I'm like, you supposed to be dead right now. But he able to keep plays alive. To have that same mobility, and still have that accuracy while throwing it, it's very phenomenal. I just, I just, I just hope that good things can go happen for him because he's in a situation that he knows is going to hurt him. So
Well, he said he's not coming back, so he's not gonna be
yeah,
in
he's
that
not.
situation.
Well, yeah, but I'm just saying. I'm glad he figured this out now than later.
Hey, but okay, hold on real quick. So you said he's top 5. So what 4 are above him?
Uh, well, Mahomes, Aaron, Russell. Oh yeah, and had to do and Brady just for this season because of touchdowns and stuff. You know what I'm saying? Not overall. If I'm thinking about overall, then yeah, he'll be top 4, scratching on 3
Shit, I mean, you can argue that he's 3 if we're just talking. I
overall.
mean,
Right?
overall, because honestly, he was only second in every QB
Category.
category to Aaron
Yeah.
Rodgers in every other category besides passing yards. But I get it. Like, obviously they didn't make the playoffs.
Right.
All these other QBs did. So, I mean, I'm not mad at it. Like I said, I had him at 4 myself, but
Right.
I don't know.
Right.
I'm not mad at 5. I'm not mad at you. You could put Brady above him for this season.
Right. Like I said, for this season, that's this season.
Like if we're talking going into the next 5,
Right.
10 years, who you would want
Right.
at quarterback,
Yeah.
you're not taking
Yeah.
Brady. You're not taking
No.
some of these other guys.
No.
Honestly,
No.
going to the next 10 years, if you were to ask me right now, the only quarterback I would take over him is probably Mahomes. That's it. If I was starting a franchise right now, today, and we had a draft, and let's say I had pick number 2, so Mahomes is probably going to be off the board. If I'm looking at all the other quarterbacks in the NFL right now to start my franchise with, I would take Deshaun Watson.
Hey, Sean.
After Mahomes, of course.
Okay, Sean.
But Vic?
All right. So
Hey.
I'm going to start from 5
Mm-hmm.
because I believe Deshaun Watson is the top 5 quarterback. Now, with my quarterback, my quarterback rankings, you'll see that most of them are agile. They're able to do more than just be a pocket passer. So again, this is my opinion on who I believe the top 5 quarterbacks are. So at number 5, I have Kyler Murray. At number 4, I have Russell Wilson. At number 3, I have that bad man, Mr. Aaron Rodgers.
Mhm.
Number two, I have
He went
Patrick
crazy.
Mahomes.
Sheesh. I knew he was going somewhere crazy when he made that face.
And at number one, Deshaun Watson. My opinion, he is my favorite quarterback. I like
Mhm.
everything that he can do. Just about everything in terms of passing. He can do the same thing that Patrick Mahomes can do.
He can.
Obviously, Patrick Mahomes is on a different, um, I guess, a platform just because of the team success, more so than what Deshaun Watson is. Of course, he has things that hasn't really a lot of turmoil with the quarterback. I mean, the head coaching the issue, defense. There's been talk even past year that Deshaun Watson was on the Kansas City Chiefs. What would we be saying about him? So it's just like, you put him around those kind of weapons. I wouldn't be surprised if he's able to get those same things done. Plus, he's more fast. He's faster than Patrick Mahomes. I don't think there's any debate about that. But
Nah.
No, like I said, he's that happy medium between
yeah,
Lamar and Mahomes because
exactly.
he's faster than Mahomes, but he's more
Mhm.
accurate than Lamar. So
Yeah.
it's like
You
like
have it.
you can't be mad at that. Like it's a good crazy though, real quick. Raven Nation. What up, boys?
Yeah.
Big trust. Woo woo.
Uh-oh.
Notice he didn't put y'all quarterback, his guy,
Mhm.
LJ, in his top five.
All right. So I was just gonna mention that too. To
That
all
hurts.
the Ravens fans, for one, I want to say I am elated that we no longer have Cooley, if that's how you pronounce his name, as the
Good background
wide
choice.
receiver coach for the Baltimore Ravens. As Trey pulled up the other day, the last time um, Cooley was what was it? He was a receivers coach for the Kansas City Chiefs.
Hmm.
Right.
When they went through that stretch of not scoring
A
a
touchdown
touchdown.
with
Yeah.
any receivers. It was just tight ends and running backs. And that's with Alex Smith behind him. But still, um, as Ravens fans, we've seen that last year, even this year. Like tight ends and running backs is pretty much like our go-to. It's just
Heck
the way
yeah.
the offense is built.
What's the point of
And
having soldiers if you never use them?
exactly.
Hollywood.
I don't know in terms of who's going to be the receivers coach going forward. Hopefully, it's somebody that has a different philosophy in terms of the
Somebody
route
from the
concepts and
Steelers is what
whatnot.
y'all need. You need
Uh,
one of our wide
yeah,
receivers coach.
yeah, that's true. So I mean, I'm hoping that we have somebody better in that position for Lamar, especially in terms of the receivers. Now there's still questions about Giro and Greg Roman, but um, I need to see more from Lamar Jackson. And it's not saying so much because of Lamar, but it's just also because of like the way the offense is structured to where they're more run dominant. You can't really get much in the rhythm of passing the ball. They don't really have like Steve Smith, former Ravens receiver, said that
Hmm.
the route concepts that the Ravens run are elementary. So that puts you in kind of a perspective, just knowing that basically we're running basic routes. There's nothing creative about any of the route concepts that we do that can help get receivers open, running them in motion, jet sweeps, stuff like that, screens, wide receiver screens, getting the best out of your receiving core. But then
Especially
again, that
somebody like Hollywood. If you use
exactly,
them, like you see how the Chiefs will use Tyreek Hill.
exactly.
They had him running the ball in the Bills game. Like they do anything.
Just put this in perspective. Imagine if we had um what's his name, the offensive coordinator for the Kansas City Chiefs,
Eric.
Eric
Eric
Bieniemy.
Bieniemy.
Oh yeah.
We had him. I guarantee the offense would be so much more explosive. But again, I have Lamar outside of the top five. But also just to keep in mind for everybody, Lamar did lead the NFL in passing touchdowns 2 years ago. So it's possible he's done it in Louisville when he was more in a spread offense of vertical passing offense. So he can do it. It's just I feel like he doesn't have enough opportunities. So in terms of this season, that's just my top 5 rankings of my quarterbacks, and that's why I don't have Lamar in the top 5.
So humor me real quick. So fill out the fill out the rest of the 10.
Well, I can't fill it out right now, but he's definitely in top 10 for sure.
He's not 6 like
I can't give you that right now.
Ah,
Well, this show we came on and we said top 5. That's what I came into, with my rankings.
Okay.
But if I
Let
want to
me-
humor you, I'll go ahead and just say 6, just because I didn't think that far out to naming the rest of them. So
Okay.
yeah.
Okay.
I mean that's a crazy take though. Just in general, this man said Deshaun Watson over Mahomes, which
I mean,
I'm not mad at it because I'm a fan of both, and I do think if you put Deshaun Watson, hopefully he's going to go to this better situation and we can actually see what he can fully do. But yeah, on an even playing field with the same
defense,
same type of
offense. Yeah.
So real quick before we move on. So what you messaged me was an idea of somebody like trade thing for him.
Yeah, that wasn't real. That was just it was an idea.
It was an idea. Okay.
It was an idea that kind of would have worked for everyone in a sense.
Mm, kinda.
I mean, everybody gets something.
That is true. Packers get Watson, Texas get Rob, 49ers get Rogers, couple picks get thrown around.
When was the last time we seen a multi-team trade?
In the NFL?
Yeah. Basketball, we see it all the time, but
Right. And that's a very rare thing, but heck, with this guy, it might happen.
I mean, it'd be the quickest way to fix, like I said, in that trade, what it was 4 different teams issues.
3. I think it was
Because the
3.
Patriots getting the quarterback, the 49ers are getting the quarterback. The Patriots were getting Garoppolo in that.
I thought it was the Texans.
No, the Texans were getting Jordan Love.
Oh, okay.
So now that
Damn,
you
no
brought
backup.
this up and we're talking about it on the air,
No backup?
he's potential. A lot of people feel like he is gonna be talented. So
Who? Love?
yes.
No, I'm saying if that trade happens and then Deshaun comes, Deshaun is no backup. It's just him. Well, I mean,
You would get
maybe
a
the
backup.
Thursday.
You can
I
get
mean,
a backup.
I mean,
What do you mean? You can always get a backup. That's not a big deal.
True. I'm just saying.
They didn't draft Jordan Love to not start in the next 4 years. If they were to get Deshaun Watson, he's never going to start over there.
True. But
All right.
I don't
So
know.
since Spence brought this up, this was just a hypothetical multi-team trade that somebody posted online. So I'm just going to go ahead and read it out because we're talking about it and nobody knows what we're talking about. So in this multi-team trade, how it would work is the Packers would send Aaron Rodgers to the 49ers, the 30th overall pick in this year's draft, and then Jordan Love would go to the Texans. Now, the 49ers would send the 12th overall pick in this year's draft, a 2022 first round pick to the Texans, a 2022 second round pick to the Packers, and then Jimmy Garoppolo would be shipped to the Patriots. The Texans would then send Deshaun Watson to the Packers, a 2022 fourth round pick to the 49ers, and then the Patriots would send the 142nd overall pick to the 49ers. So as it would stand at that point, Aaron Rodgers would be a 49er. Jordan Love would be on the Texans with multiple first round picks included with that. The 49er or the Texans Okay, we said the Texans. The Packers would have Deshaun Watson, obviously. And then the 49ers. Who am I missing?
Had Patriots.
Oh, yeah.
Texans,
Patriots, Garoppolo. Texans, Jordan Love.
Jordan Love,
49ers, Aaron Rodgers. And then the Packers, Deshaun Watson.
Packers, yes.
In this
Right.
hypothetical multi-team trade, which is very unlikely. It probably would never happen in the NFL, but it would be a quick way to fix everyone's problem.
Now, with that, I brought that up because you said if he had that enough weapons, he would do it. Now, is the Packers the answer?
Hypothetically, if that were to happen, I mean, there's enough over there offensively for sure, and he's worked with less.
Yeah,
he can make that work. I mean, look at him this year. Now, granted, they didn't win a lot of games, but it was no fault of his. The defense, as it stands now, can use some work, and I mean, we've seen that in the NFC Championship, so that can always be improved. But I mean, the Texans' defense isn't what it once was either. So, yeah, I think Devontae Adams and Deshaun Watson, MVS, Valdez Scantling, he impressed me throughout the postseason or late into the season. He could be a deep threat. Obviously, you would probably try to get another weapon or something to go over there, but that might be the answer, maybe, potentially.
Okay.
yeah, because I mean, Devontae Adams is somewhat in a similar mode to DeAndre Hopkins. I would say he's probably a little bit better in terms of off the line, in terms of getting off the line from a DB and jam and press coverage. And he has a little bit more speed because typically you see DeAndre Hopkins, even though the corner may be real in close proximity to him, he still comes down with the ball. But Devontae, he kind of gets a little bit more separation.
Yeah, Hopkins is more like a possession type of, like he gonna grab it. Just what did Kyler do? Oh, that looked like D-Hop. He
out there somewhere.
Yeah, I think Tre'Davious White and Michael Hyde know about it.
I think Jordan Poyer was a part of that too.
Jordan Poyer was a part of that too.
Yeah, it was a bunch.
They all remember
out there. Yeah, they all know how that goes.
Sorry, Bills Mafia. It's all right.
But yeah, the thing about Deshaun Watson too, though, is I hope whatever team he does go to, because like we said, that's just a hypothetical trade. The odds of that happening are very slim to none. Yeah, that right there. Yeah,
I'd be happy. I'd be happy if he goes to the 49ers.
Well, there's another man who we're going to talk about coming up here shortly who might be taking that destination spot.
Yeah.
From what we're hearing, it's heating up. So, but as far as Deshaun Watson, Vick thinks he's the number one quarterback in the league. I'm not mad at that take. I got him. What I said, I had him at 4 for like this season. But like I said, if I were drafting, if we had like an NFL draft, the only other quarterback that I see that I could take over him would be Mahomes. So essentially, I'm saying he's top 2, basically. And Spence has him top 5. So did we have anything else as far as Deshaun Watson?
Nope.
Looks like it'll do it.
All right. Wish you the best of luck. Hopefully, I feel like he's gonna play hardball. He knows that he's probably gonna lose some money in doing it, but he gonna make a statement that
if freedom isn't cheap.
Do you think it would come into we've seen this happen before, but I don't think it would happen. But saying Deshaun Watson, I guess, basically gets forced into retirement.
I mean, yeah. There's different ways he can play it, but to me, the best way I see he could play it, and probably wouldn't lose him as much money is like, you can show up. He can show up to camp and everything. He just hurt. I got a back spasm. I got my rib, this, that.
I'm hurt.
I'm hurt. I can't play.
Yeah.
So if they want to play
Hurt?
that game and pay him to not play,
I'm hurt.
I
At least
mean,
going up.
I'm pretty sure he'll get creative. He'll find way.
He'll think of something. Listen, he'll think of something.
But the
Texans.
easiest way, like
I'll
I
go.
understand them coming out and saying they want to play hardball basically and say that they have no desire to trade him.
I was like,
Why
that's
do
the
you want
wrong
somebody
thing.
there that doesn't want to, like, you're not gonna fix that situation?
He's,
See, to me, I don't like, I mean, I know it's part of the business, but I don't like the fact that like the NFL can deem when it's okay to trade you, but you can't tell the NFL or to say the organization, hey, I want to be traded. I'm not happy here. And Deshaun Watson's reasonings, we all know it's been widely documented, but it just to me that just blows me how the organizations, they're okay with trading you even though you don't want to be traded, but when it's you requesting to be traded, they're like, oh no, we don't want to lose you. We want you to stay here.
Right. Yeah, that's crazy how that works. I'm surprised to hear that he has, and I'm sure like other, I guess, top tier quarterbacks probably have that in their contract too. That I mean, the fact that he even has a no trade clause is not like they can just ship him somewhere to rot, basically.
Yeah.
So that's a good thing that. So he has to, even though they didn't want him in decisions, which led to him wanting to be traded. At this point, they have to kind of negotiate with him because he has to waive his clause to be able to get traded.
You froze on
oh, you froze.
me.
No, what I was saying though is as far as with him want to be traded in his trade clause, the good thing about it is they can't just trade him anywhere
Yeah.
that he doesn't want to go and just to rock. Like he
Yeah.
has to agree to the team. So
Yeah.
Right.
the whole reason that this thing started anyways is because they didn't give him any input. So now they have no choice but to give him input as to where a potential trade partner is going to be.
Okay.
But with that being said, I guess we can go ahead and move on to the next topic.